Welcome to Hello Liz, real speech pathology made simple for everyday families.
The easiest sounds we learn start at the front of our mouth, like and b, and the harder sounds are at the back of the mouth, like and g.
What should you do when your child says a word incorrectly? Correct them? Ignore it? Repeat it? Today, Liz shares the approach speech pathologists use every day. We're back with another episode of Hello Liz with our resident speech pathologist here in the flesh. What's going on today, Liz? You well?
I'm well, I'm good, and it's great to be here. Thanks, Sarah.
What do I do if I notice that my child is saying something incorrectly or a little bit off? So, for example, At the moment, my son will say yellow instead of... No, he says lello instead of yellow.
Yep, that's really common.
How do you correct that in a nice, constructive way?
So for his age, so he's
2.5.
2.5, it's totally normal, okay? I wouldn't correct it at all. All you need to do is just say the word correctly back. Just model it back to him as you would say it. So you don't need to say to him, oh, you didn't say it right. Say it again, it's yellow. You just literally model it back to him and go, oh yeah, yellow. That's it.
Great, okay.
That's all you do for now. Every child goes through developmental speech progression stages as they grow. So we aren't born being able to say mum and dad, right? It comes in a progression. We start saying mum, 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 bub, 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 all of those types of things, and we learn the sounds. The easiest sounds we learn start at the front of our mouth, like and b, and the harder sounds are at the back of the mouth, like and g. And there's a progression. Again, Speech Pathology Australia has some really great downloadable fact sheets about the speech sounds that we would expect kids to be developing at certain ages. But I would say if your child is not really easily understood around 3.5 to 4 by other people outside of your house, then that would be a time to contact a local speech pathology service and just get a check and see where things are at. Sometimes it can be still normal, and then other times we need to kind of jump in and give you some support with some intervention for that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Another question for you. Is it okay to have cutesy words or cutesy phrases for different things that aren't, I guess, the correct word? I can't really think of an example, but just because it's fun when they're little, but you're actually not really teaching them the right words. Should you avoid that?
Yeah, no, do it. I love it. So, for example, you know that age space between 6 months and 12 months when they haven't quite got proper first words, but they just, you can sit there and they have a little conversation with you and they're blah, blah, blah.
So cute.
Yeah. Blah, blah it back to them.
Okay.
Absolutely fabulous, because what that is actually just communication. So all communication is passing a message from me in my head out to you. And that can happen lots of different ways. It can happen with lots of gesture. It can happen with actual words. It can happen with eye contact and, looking. You can use sign language. You can use visuals. You can use a communication aid. All of those different ways. Communication, all it is passing a message from one to the other.
Yep.
And so that's what a baby is doing in that beautiful little phase. And so if you rabbit it back to them, they're having a great time. You're like, oh, tell me more. Oh, my goodness.
Big chat here.
And you can copy all of those sounds, non-words, all of those random things exactly back to them. It's beautiful. Yeah, I wouldn't discourage that. And if you have specific family little phrases that you do, like, there's no reason to stop doing that. Keep that up.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And something really interesting that you've said to me before that I've taken on board is about reading to your kids, but not just reading what's on the page, following their lead as to what they're interested in on the page and talking around it. Could you explain a little bit more around that?
Yep. So, books are absolutely fabulous to be read to, even as an adult. If you, I listen to audio, but it's beautiful.
Same.
It's really lovely. Same with kids. So often, again, as parents, like the question thing that I was talking about before, we feel like we have to start at the first page and we have to turn the page and we have to read everything on the page and then... But they're not interested in that, right? Ellis doesn't want to do that. He's like at the back, at the front and flipping. And so, again, this comes back to being at their level, at their eye level, looking at what they're looking at, That's the moment of that joint attention, that moment of learning, following their lead. If they want to flip to the back of the book, let's go to the back of the book. We're not reading the words on the page is actually the last thing you need to be worrying about doing. Right. All you need to do is label, dinosaur. Oh, big scary dinosaur.
That's exactly what happened.
That's it. And then we're back to the front of the page and, it's an apple. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So forget about the story. I mean, there are times when reading a whole story is absolutely fabulous as the kids get older. But for those younger kids, the 1 to maybe even 3, just following their lead with a book. Don't worry about reading the words on the page, just labeling. But you've got to label what they're looking at. So you've got to be at their eye level. You've got to be seeing what they're looking at and then giving them those words and adding it. And not saying, where's the bear on the page? Question. Let's find the horse. I wonder if you can find the horse. Question. So try and stop with the questions. Again, you could film yourself for a minute with a book with Ellis.
Yes.
Go back and watch and see how many questions you're asking and then see if you can flip it around and just add the comments. And, for his level of language, the 2.5, you could be adding a little phrase. It's a really big horsey. The horsey goes, neigh.
Sure, okay, just adding to it, not asking.
No, not asking, just
probing.
Modelling. Giving him, because then he is going to copy that. Kids just copy. That's what they want to do, Yeah, but they're not going to copy until they're ready. Like going back to that German analogy, you're not going to say a German word until you're absolutely sure that that's what the word is.
And you connect it yourself.
Yeah, so receptive language, understanding, always comes before expressive language. So you've got to be able to understand the word first before you actually use it.
Wonderful advice. Thank you, Liz. Until next time.
Thanks, Sarah.
Next up, we go bigger. What language actually looks like before school and how to set your child up for it.